What's going on, Spurs fans? Spurs Nation, 87. It's good to be back. But not only is it good to be back, it is good to see the NBA playoffs back tonight as our San Antonio Spurs take on the Memphis Grizzlies in the first round of the 2016 NBA Western Conference Quarterfinals. You know what? We may have gone back, the Spurs may have gone back at the Grizzlies 3 years ago, but the Spurs need to get back at them from the first round 5 years ago. So tonight, game one, it's on. Yeah, most people are saying, even Sean Middleton, that this isn't really much of a playoff team. They're nothing. They've lost so many games in a row. You know, but it doesn't matter. To me, never take a team for granted. That's what I've been saying. You never, ever take a team for granted. Period. No matter the record, no matter no matter how many times they lost, no matter how many games they won, how good they are, how bad they are, or how worse they are. Never take a team for granted, ever. Memphis may be one of the best defensive teams, but yes, it's true. They're not much of an offensive force. The Spurs have all the offensive and defensive weapons to win this series. And the way I'm calling it right now, I got the Spurs beating the Memphis Grizzlies in 5 games. Most people are seeing a sweep. Very few are seeing uh, six. Most people are seeing five, but a lot of the fans are seeing a sweep. It could be a sweep because the Memphis Grizzlies they are missing some key players. I mean, because one of the main key players, because Gasol is one of them. I mean, he's a good scorer. He's a good rebounder. I mean, he's a decent scorer. He's a good rebounder. He's a great defender. You know, that's depth right there that the Memphis Grizzlies are losing out on. So it's going to be a tough matchup, but I know for a fact, without a shadow of a doubt, that this Memphis Grizzlies team they're going to put up a fight against the Spurs. They're not going to go down. Even if they do, they're going to go down swinging against the Spurs. So tonight, game one is when the battle begins. As you can see, this is my new Spurs mask. It's this one. This one is what you call playoff mode. This is playoff mode right here. Last match you saw, that was during the season. That was season mode. This right here is playoff mode. Angry playoff mode. So tonight, the battle begins all the way to the end until there's a winner. But for right now, it's game one. Like I said, game Spurs in 5 against the Memphis Grizzlies. There's gonna be just some way that I know that I can think of that the Memphis Grizzlies they're gonna try something new to try to slow down the Spurs. Maybe they change the lineup, maybe they might do a different strategy. I don't know. But there's gonna be some way, somehow, the Memphis Grizzlies are gonna at least beat the Spurs at least in one game. And in one game, it'll probably be over there in Memphis. Because that crowd can get them going. But if the Spurs can take them out of the, if the Spurs can take the whole Memphis crowd out of the game, it could be a sweep. But right now, our Spurs are in full health. Everyone's playing tonight. The main key is that if the starters can get a good, decent lead, bring the whole bench and let the bench play. Bring in Marjanovic to play. Play Bonner, play Andre Miller, play Kevin Martin, play, just play the whole bench. Let the bench take over. Let the bench do their job. If they can keep that lead bumping up, then we won't really need much. I mean, yeah, we're going to need the starters to play, but they won't be playing as much if that lead goes up. I mean, if it's way up there. If it's way up there. Yeah, the starters will play too, but they won't play as much because Pop's trying to rest them. And that's a good thing. Because the next series, the Spurs win this one, it's between the winner between the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Dallas Mavericks. So, game one in our AT&T Center here in San Antonio, Texas. Our Spurs taking the Memphis Grizzlies. So, Spurs fans, it's playoff day. I hope you're ready because it's time. The race for six begins tonight. Now let's take it a series at a time, starting with the Grizzlies. I will see y'all guys after game one. 2016, bring that ring. Go Spurs, go!